Welcome back to Northern Carp Blanca. I'm back on my local free water in Bury. I pulled up in Car Park this morning, looked down the hill, I could see that the normal peg of fish, which I call the millstone peg, that side of the lake was all froze over, so it was impossible for me to get a line in there. The sun is beaming, as you might be able to tell if I sit forward. See, it's all over me. So I've put my shelter as low as possible and I'm sat right to the back of my bivvy. Oh, shelter, sorry. Decided to fish off the island today. There was a bit of a window opportunity for me to get my rods out because there was a good section of the lake. Probably a quarter of an acre that's not covered in ice, so on the left side of the island, so that's where I put my rods. I've put both my rods off the island. It is quite snaggy, there is some trees that have fell in over the years. So I'm virtually sat on top of my rods today, because I won't like them to take me into them snags. I'd say it's about 6 to 8 foot deep off the snags. Felt my lead down, nice crack on the floor, so I'm fishing on the Ronnies. I put the foam on, so I know I'm presented well. I'm just fishing on singles today. Turned up to the lake, had a good look about for 40 minutes, see if I could see anything. I didn't see any signs, so some might say it's time wasted looking at the water when you've only got 4 hours to fish, but if I would have seen a sign, I could have put a rod on it and I could have produced a fish or two within that time, so it's all good. At least the rods are out. I'll show you water soon. As you might be able to tell, it's been snowing here for the past couple of days, so that everywhere is just covered in a blanket of white. I've had a couple of bleeps on my rods. There might be fish knocking about the snags. Yeah. Hopefully we can nick one. It'd be good to show you because this is my 4th session on this water now, this year. See if we can get one out. Now there's a quick look at the island. I've put one rod there just off the tip of the fallen tree, just before the ice. And I've got one rod on the back of the tree where the island is. It's not a big island, it's a tiny island. It's got overhanging trees in the water all the way around it. I don't know if you can make it out because of the sun. It's a bright day today. And there's my bit of space I've got. It's got no ice on it. To the right of the island, it's all iced over. You can't tell down there because the sun's beaming. And to the left of the island, it's all iced over. And there's my home for the next couple of hours. As you can see, everything's covered in a white blanket. Looks nice from a visual point of view. There's the rods, they're in, so we've got a chance. If you look right down there, you might be able to see the millstone peg sticking up. I'm about 50-60 metres away from it. I would have liked to get on that spot again, but just can't get the rods out there at all. Doesn't look much to ice, but oh, a bit of bleep again then. Come on you beauts, roar off. Make the day special. Could have a snow carp, that'd be good. And here's home for the next couple of hours. That's a little bit better, the sun's not so shining so bright. Yeah, I'll keep you informed if I see anything or anything happens. I am hopeful. Come on you fishes. Just another quick update, guys. I've just seen a fish show right over the top of our rods, so there's no need for me to move them. It was about 20 minutes ago when this fish showed. Just come out of its head and back in gently. I Could have just chucked my rods out into the bit of open water I've got in front of me today. Like I say, it's a quarter of an acre. But no, didn't see any signs of fish or anything when I stood here for a good 40 minutes earlier on before I put the rods out. So all I had to do was go off my watercraft, thinking that the fish might hold up on the snags with it being cold. It is -1. None of the ice has thawed off at all. The wind's picked up a little bit now. It's pushing actually into the snags. So hopefully there's 1 or 2 carp knocking about still. I am getting bleeps every 20-30 minutes or so. So it is looking good still for me. Got about an hour left of my session before I have to start packing up. Yeah, like I said, there's no need to move them rods with that fish showing right above me. I'm on singles, so it does decide to go down. It's going to spot my bait. I've not put no freebies out. And if there's one there, more than likely with it being cold, they are showed up a little bit, so I think there might be a few around them snags, to tell you the truth. But yeah, if you don't see anything, any signs or anything, just try and use your knowledge of the water, really, what you'd think would be best. I think they're holding to the snags. I think it just might retain a little tiny bit of heat, not much, but I think it will. The fish feel safer. Yeah, I'll let you know if anything else happens, guys. Come on, you fish. Right guys, just going to take you through a quick tutorial of how I present my runny and how I do them. Here's my runny. Coming down from the runny system, you put some shrink tube over, and on the bit where you'd put your putty, on the actual swivel itself, I also put the putty on, and then I put some shrink tube over that as well. Just gives it that neater presentation, I think. It also stops the putty from coming off. Coming down from that, I use the Corda IQ2 £20. Use that as my boom. Kicks away really nicely because it has got the weight of the putty on. I do want it to kick away. And then I use a long Fox anti-tangle sleeve. In total, the boom section is probably 6 inch. Yeah, about 6 inch. And this is what does the business for me. I've had a lot of fish on it. Fish, the size of the hook I use is a 4, size 4 Fox curve shank, or a medium curve. I've had both good results on both the same. And then I fish them on a 15mm pop-up, which you can tell on this one's a salty squid in the almond goo. And that's how I present my runny rig. On a micro barbed, obviously, and I've had a lot of fish on this rig. Some people will do them different. Some people probably won't go for the extra swivel on the runny. Then it's classed as a spinner rig. Then you just do a shorter tubing on there and then shrink it down so it has got room to spin, but this can still spin, as you can see. You can see me spinning it. It can still spin round and everything, so I never get tangles. If you do a bigger boom section, I have had a few tangles. I used to do them about 8-9 inch, but I did get a few tangles on the cast, so I've shortened my boom down and that just eliminates it. Plus, by shortening it, as soon as the fish picks up the hook, it's in contact with your lead straight away. By using the £20 IQ2, it's quite stiff, so there's a resistance on it, so it just sets the hook and then you just lift into the fish, really. That's my presentation of the runny. Right guys, as you can tell by not seeing any pictures of fish on the bank, it's not happened for me again this session. I had to get off 5 minutes earlier than what I expected to pick the little one up in high school. But yeah, I didn't see any more signs of showing fish. No fizzes, nothing at all. The bleeps dramatically slowed down. I think that might have been due to the sun. Went to the back of the island and to that side of the snags. So I think the fish might have just slowly crept round to stay in the sun. I know I'd like to be sat in that sun on this day. was cold. The temperature now has gone down again, it's at -2. It's going to be a cold night tonight. No doubt the full lodge should be froze over after tonight because I think it's going to plummet. So I don't think I'll be on there again now this week or at the weekend. But remember, if you like my channel, subscribe and like. And don't forget to hit that bell notification, which means you won't miss another one of my channels again, or episodes. I'll be back on the bank as soon as possible. See you later, guys.